Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes offense will go on the attack first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. If you make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Rides to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Washington's offense has the ball for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds his tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And the Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another first down. Williams will pass. He's got the back in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
But one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll give it to the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Man, a defender missed. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Picked up 6 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Huskies! They grab the early lead. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State in the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you can pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
Caught in the backfield, it's Tate. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great job on the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. Williams looking for a man. Makes the catch. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Evans. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. He'll try to tack on one more.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. What does he do? He gets in for 6.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Sayin. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Otten. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to be...
It's a running room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Runs through the tackle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the line, it's Green. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Williams will pass. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll try the run. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quarterback may change this route. Trying play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quick completion on the out. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense set on 1st down. Williams looking for a man. He's got his man. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Coleman. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. A new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves.
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Quarterback making checks. They'll run play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this defense goes back-to-back quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
They'll run it from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Catch in the middle, it's Green. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off play action. He wants it all. Touchdown, Husky. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Jackson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man, it's Tate. He gets it up close to the 25, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield.
You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are
coming. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'd be interesting to see what they...
He's got it, first down and more. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's second and long. Dropping back, it's Sayin. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He goes out of bounds at the 25, and this offense has an explosive play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going up top again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Finally dragged down. He picked up the first down and set him up with a goal-to-go situation. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lining up to add another. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Williams will pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Grab behind the line. It's Williams. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Makes a catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll try it over the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. We'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Swings it out to his running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Donaldson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Ohio State.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sayin. Fires to the tight end. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Using his legs to buy some time. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an out.
There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Pulls it in, it's Evans. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Williams looking for a man. Moves away as he feels pressure. still on his feet at the 25. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got an open man. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. The play action fake. He's going to run it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
To the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
Makes the grab. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. And the Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Touchdown, Washington! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the run, it's Donaldson. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
I wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Under fire. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Looking to throw on 3rd. Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Quarterback running on the draw. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is